Welcome to Latveria, Doctor. I trust your journey was in order.
It was adequate, Doom. But let us dispense with the pleasantries and bring to light the purpose of my presence here.
Very well then. Have you managed to retrieve all the pieces needed for Phase 1?
The Beetle was successful in his attempt and freed Venom from S.H.I.E.L.D's base of operations. The two will prove a great asset in our upcoming efforts to procure what is needed.
They have better, Octavius. They were selected due to your insistence. If anything should go wrong, it will fall on your head.
You do not scare me with your petty threats, Doom. They shall do what is required of them. At least I have something to show for my efforts. What have you been doing, Doom? And what about the others? Considering I'm the only one here, I would assume they have failed due to their incompetence.
Do not forget who formulated this plan, and who offered you the chance to be a part of it. I have made the necessary preparations to aid you with your siege of the vault. And as for the others, they are attending their parts, and all is going as planned, for the time being.
And what exactly are these preparations?
Follow me, Doctor. Behold, a legion of doombots to assist you in acquiring the first item.
Impressive. But what is the reason behind their likeness to the aliens that invaded New York 2 years ago?
It's quite simple, actually. This way they cannot track them back to Latveria or Dr. Doom. Secrecy and mystery are key at this point in time. We must maintain the element of surprise.
Agreed. Then in 2 days, it will all begin.
Captain, I wasn't expecting you here. I assume Fury sent you to keep a close eye on me, and to make sure I don't ruin his precious new vault.
Dr. Banner, I was asked to assist you in any way possible and to ensure your safety, and the safety of every person in this place. From what I can see, you don't keep any company at all.
The experiment that will be conducted today may have explosive consequences. It is for this reason that I have asked my colleagues to take the day off. You know as well as I do, I am fully capable of withstanding anything that is thrown at me, but I will not endanger the lives of others. I suspect you are already briefed on the dangers of coming here, considering your attire.
Actually, I came here directly from a mission, but you are correct. The briefing was indeed thorough. So what exactly is this experiment about?
Well, you know that my condition is triggered by strong emotional stress, such as anger, and that I have been making progress in controlling my transformations and keeping them to a minimum ever since New York. But this is a constant struggle, and definitely not a solution to my problems. So a handful of scientists gathered to see what could be done, and we postulated that, since the Hulk was created by a gamma explosion, it would take the exact opposite to negate the effects.
The opposite of gamma rays?
Yes, theta. Theta brainwaves are present during deep meditation and are part of our own subconscious. Our mind's most deep-seated programs are at theta. Since the Hulk is born out of anger and stress, calmness and meditation should be the key factors in forever ridding myself of him. These vials contain some of my blood, and using the theta laser built by Stark Industries, I shall bombard them until no trace of the gamma radiation is left.
Stark Industries?
Tony Stark was one of the scientists that helped me. As a matter of fact, we should be hearing from him shortly. Mr. Stark, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Doctor. And I can see you just as well. Wow, you went all out on the mad scientist outfit. I see you have company too. Hey, Cap.
Tony, haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, well, I've been stuck in the Middle East conducting some important Stark Industries business. You know how it is. Money never sleeps. So how do you like what I've done with the place?
This is you?
It's all me. The vault was rebuilt using Stark Industries funding and tech. It was a shame to leave such a place in ruins. Plus, the good doc here needed a place to work in peace.
He never ceased to surprise.
And let's hope I never will. Are we ready to begin, Dr. Banner?
Everything is set up. Commencing theta radiation.
That was uneventful. Are you sure everything was set according to our calculations?
Yes. All was as it should have been.
We must have miscalculated then. Once I return, we'll start working on a new formula. Until then, Stark out.
Easy, Doctor. We don't want any surprises.
You know what you have to do. Now go!
This is the place. I'm setting the explosives now.
Is this it? The Cosmic Cube?
Yes, now let's go.
Excellent!
We must go. Hulk, we must go after them.
Easy, big guy. He's on our side. I forgot how strong Hulk's punches are.
Spider-Man, what are you doing here?
Fury sent a distress call to get to the vault immediately.
I understand. Are you alright?
I'm not sure yet.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
The cube, was it taken?
I found it. It's still in one piece.
What's that doing here?
Everything will be explained once we get to the helicarrier. Fury is waiting for you there.
Yeah, and you get to fly first class in the Quinjet.
Are those aliens?
Robots.
Delightful. We should go.
Finally, you've arrived. Took you long enough.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Nick.
What in the world was that back at the vault? Why was the Cosmic Cube there?
At ease, Captain. The cube was there for safekeeping. We needed a place to hide it, and since nobody knows the facility has been rebuilt, it was the obvious choice. Plus, there are but a handful of men who knew of its location.
Those who attacked certainly knew.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Wait, shouldn't the rest of the team be here for this also?
Widow and Hawkeye are on cleanup duty, and will be caught up to speed when they return. As far as Dr. Banner goes, the Hulk has been MIA. He was last spotted somewhere in South America, but we lost him.
Great. So how did Ock and the others know about the cube's location?
I don't know. Like I said, the location was only known by a few men. Myself, 2 other directors, the President, Hawkeye, and Mariah Hill.
Hawkeye? Why not Iron Man or myself?
Hawkeye oversaw the transportation process.
It can't be. But it all makes sense.
What makes sense?
Hawkeye. He's the one who told them the location of the cube.
Impossible! He's one of us! He would never do that!
Nick, remember when Beetle freed Venom? My spider sense tingled. It was right before Hawkeye and Black Widow entered the room. I didn't think anything of it because the explosion followed shortly. But the same happened today. Right after Hulk ran away, my spider sense tingled again, but there was no danger anymore. And next thing I knew, Hawkeye was there to get the cube. It can't be a coincidence.
He hasn't really been the same ever since New York. But to go this far, it's a bit of a stretch. Nonetheless, I'll keep a closer eye on him, and I suggest you do the same.
What about Octavius, Beetle, and Venom? Should we start searching for them?
Yeah. And don't forget Magneto. Him showing up was odd, to say the least.
Beetle has been captured, but we couldn't get anything out of him. Magneto, I admit his presence is a bit of a mystery. It's for this reason I brought in a man who's dealt with him before.
Thanks to your incompetence, Octavius, the cube is not in our grasp.
My incompetence? How was I supposed to know that the Hulk would be there to ruin everything? Besides, all was not lost. I would have still retrieved the cube, if it were not for Magneto dragging us away.
I saved your life, you ingrate. The Hulk would have smashed you all into nothing.
Who asked you to intervene?
I did. The Hulk's appearance was an unfortunate surprise, and as much as it pains me to admit this, you're still part of this endeavor. We could not risk losing another member.
What about Beetle? Are we going to try and free him?
Beetle is where he should be, considering his inability to handle unexpected situations. His shortcomings cannot be tolerated.
So, what now?
Now we proceed to our backup plan.
Is it wise to continue our pursuit of the items? The heroes surely know of our intentions by now.
They suspect nothing. At least nothing that's of any concern to us. We have them chasing ghosts. Now, if I recall, this backup plan involved us killing some of Earth's champions. Am I right?